Não. E aí, salve galera, beleza? DB na área aqui com GreedFall, certo? É um novo RPG que eu estou jogando. Hoje mais cedo eu fiz um vídeo jogando, eu não tinha muita experiência do jogo, primeira vez que eu abri o jogo, certo? Então agora eu já tenho uma certa experiência, eu já sei um pouco mais dos combates e eu vou iniciar aqui a nova jornada agora que vai seguir direto a trilha até o final do game, beleza? Então, vou continuar com aquele padrão. Novo jogo, ok. Vou jogar no normal porque o hard é muito difícil pra mim. Então, tranquilo.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Não gosto. Vou jogar como homem mesmo. Definição. Fazer similar a meu outro boneco. Cara, tem bastante sobrancelha. Isso daí. O boneco não vai ser tão branco não. Tá bom. Deixa eu melhorar só um pouco a cor do cabelo. Aí, vai ser meio ruivinho. Então, aqui o que eu não tinha prestado muita atenção aqui, que cada classe requer um certo pontos. Aqui, ó, por exemplo, o guerreiro ele requer atributos recomendados, força e tolerância, e os talentos requer criação e vigor. Então, ó, ao técnico, precisão e agilidade, ciência e gazua. Magias, poder mental, determinação, ciência e intuição. Isso eu não tinha prestado bem atenção, porque logo em seguida a gente vai ter que aumentar alguns pontos. E eu já comecei errado, porque eu joguei como técnico e estava aumentando pontos de guerreiro. Então, agora eu já tenho um pouco mais de conhecimento disso, já sei como funciona um pouco. Achei bem interessante jogar de mago, mas eu vou jogar de guerreiro, porque eu gosto do corpo a corpo. É mais delícia. Então, aqui, ó. Aqui, ó, como eu vou jogar de guerreiro, os pré-requisitos são esse e determinação, que eu acho que é esse, né? Não, determinação é pra mago. É isso aqui. Então, vou começar aumentando aqui. E aqui ele vai precisar de vigor ou criação. Acho que é isso, né? Ó. É, força e tolerância, criação e vigor. Então, vigor permite que você carregue, criação, né? Eu vou comentar vigor, beleza? Iniciar o jogo.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Despeça-se da sua mãe. Seguinte, beleza. Bom, um colega meu que viu a live, ele falou que não gostou muito do gráfico, velho. Mas eu acho que o gráfico tá bom, mano. Não tem do que reclamar, não. Tá, não tem um item de cabeça ainda. Outro ponto que eu gostei do mapa aqui do jogo, que ele não tem mapa, ele tem o troço ali em cima que serve como mapa. Achei bom isso.
Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Bom, e na hora do combate, eu devo admitir que eu fiquei melhor. Beleza, já tô preocupado. Bate, parceiro. Ah, ataque 3 vezes. Ah, beleza. Defende 3 vezes. Ai! Tá vendo que eu tô melhorando? Agora eu vou provar que eu sei lutar. Ai! Ai! Opa! Qual é a técnica? Arma de fogo. Toma! Ai! Botão errado. Tô apertando o botão errado. Ai, droga. Caramba, na briga. Ai.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The bet.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that, thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Vixe, a mãe dele, né, velho? tô parecendo um pelegrino. Presente da mãe.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier. The transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supply?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Suspeito, nível de relacionamento suspeito. Interessante. Missão principal.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Nossa, eu acho mó da hora esse ambiente, velho. O ambiente em que eu deveria ter nascido. E aí, parceiro? Beleza. Ah, beleza. Qual a habilidade dele técnica? Luz.
And death to the others!
Ah, outra vez que eu vim aqui eu sofri mais. Só que tava no mais difícil. Entendeu? Se eu apertar R3 em cima da missão, a missão muda.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Pera aí, deixa eu ver qual é a missão aqui. Notifica o embaixador da aliança Euridita sobre a sua partida. Tá, então vou nessa outra aqui que... cadê? Cadê? E aí, mano, tô partindo.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir Desade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Moleque chato. Então, o Snake falou que o gráfico tá feio, mas eu não acho que tá feio não. Eu acho que tá... Cala a boca, mano. Você joga joguinho indie de celular. Deixa eu ver...
The merchant is there.
Aqui, ó. Chegar na voadora. Oh.
And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ai, errado. Droga. Mirreu. Tô confundindo. Orra! Cadê o resto do loot? 2 moedas. Tinha 3 otários aqui, eu luteei 2. Falar com você. Vou falar com você. Deixa eu ir ali.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Be back soon, Captain.
So, you still haven't found your cousin? As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to it.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Teleme's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords. No one else may enter.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to
faciais
find a
deles
way
até que
into
não é
his jail.
tão, não dá pra comparar com Red Dead e tal, mas a história que tá implicando é bem envolvente, cara. É o Armazém dos Náuticos. Esta área está sob o controle de uma facção diferente da sua. Alguns lugares são proibidos. Uma roupa, peça, troço da facção permite enganar os guardas. Você também pode ser furtivo, mas se um guarda avisá-lo, haverá uma reação violenta que vai prejudicar sua reputação com essa facção. É bandido ou o que? Deixa eu ver se dá pra matar escondidamente. Ataque por... Dá. Engraçado foi aquela mulher não ter me visto aqui, né? Bem perspicaz. Tem mais gente, será? Tá vendo? Se esconde. Tá de costa. O cara ali, ela não viu. Esconde. Eu não tenho possibilidade para arrombar essas travas. Deixa eu ver o que tem aqui em cima. Vai ter um maluco aqui que vai... Ai! Ele não viu, velho. É doido, não resista. Será que o resto não espalhou pro resto? Acho que não. O cara sai de um jeito, né, velho, que nem é um pouco sutil. Ah, tem dois ali. Será que ele sobe escada? Sobe. Bem leve, mas sobe. vai andar aqui, né, velho? Você não vai subir aí, né, parceiro? Você não vai subir, né, mano? Aí subiu. Será? Então, aqui eu não posso matar todo mundo porque é uma facção e se eu matar vai reduzir meus pontos pra quando eu quiser entrar nessa facção. Então eu tenho que ir na surdinha. Não posso abrir. Deixa eu ver se eu já consigo. Se eu peguei alguma coisa melhor. Eu não posso usar essa arma. Peguei alguma coisa aqui verdinha. Chance de saque. Ah. Ó, essa aqui é melhor, mas bem melhor e tem 3 slots. Cara, o que eu acho da hora é as roupas, mano. Ó, ficou muito bacana, velho. Mas eu vou usar outra ainda. Depois eu coloco essa. Com licença aí, Card. Essa é a porta que eu não posso abrir. Então o que é que eu estou fazendo aqui dentro? Com licença, meu amigo. Acho que eu posso colocar aquela armadura no corte. Acho que eu vou ter que matar aqueles caras de todo jeito. Aí, desce mais rápido, pô. Você é louco.
Halt! The
Pensei que ia ter que matar os
warehouse is
caras.
off limits. Move along.
Então isso fazer acreditar que há um alerta no porto.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Teleme, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, I didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
É sério. Então beleza, né? Foi os dois. Abrir porta. Aqui é exatamente da onde eu tava, só que lá de dentro. É porque ele tá em algum... Quero só matar se for preciso. Carambola, velho. Carambolas, essa é a única entrada.
You cannot pass. Only the Nauts have access to the prison.
É mesmo? E que tal isso aqui, parceiro?
You cannot pass. Only the Nauts have access to the prison.
Sério, velho? Eu queria te bater, mano. aí, mano. Como é que eu entro ali? Deixa eu ver se você tem uma armadura azul, né? Acho que não é azul, velho. Ah, é, ó. Tá vendo? Tem um símbolo azulzinho ali. Então acho que dá pra disfarçar. Onde era a entrada mesmo? É pra cá, eu acho. Deixaram eu passar. Obrigado, amigo. Muito inteligente você. Era você.
Are you the smuggler? You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing Teleme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Liberte o atravessador.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Se ele se sentia solitário, é brincadeira. Liberte o atravessador. Caraca, eu confundo muito os botões. Foi em cima. Deixa eu ver. Tchan, 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 tchan. Será que eu estou no lugar errado? Deve ter outra porta aqui. Cara, a câmera é muito sensível, velho, pra girar. Não posso abrir. Ah, cama bonitinho. Tá, aqui, as chaves. Peguei a chave. Engraçado que a chave não tinha sumido ali. Tá bruto pra abrir as portas, velho. E aí, parceiro, vocês vão morrer tudo, hein?
Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please.
Calma, parceiro.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
É, eu abro a cela e você fica aí dentro, né, banaca? Bananão.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Pergunta sobre...
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Proceder com a captura, oferecer para falar com o embaixador. Deixá-los ir embora. Eu vou isso aqui. Eu não vou deixar. Ah, eu deixo embora, eu sou do mal, o que é que eu faço?
I could have a word with the good Dr. Saheen, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Quer ver, conversa embaixador, 7 metros. Cadê o embaixador? Tá embaixo. Cara, o cara tá longe pra beira. Cara, é um jogo com bastante conteúdo de história, velho. Cara, essa é branca. Olha os malandros que eu matei. Ele subiu, ó. Sempre erro o botão.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Teleme. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
I would volunteer and consent to take them under my protection. But one good deed deserves another.
You would like me to first take care of your charlatan?
You will certainly prove to be an excellent legate.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Não, vou ter que sair, velho. Vou treinar com o time.
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years.
Só vou terminar mais essa missão aqui.
If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tirfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Teleme has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Did you reconsider the request for asylum for the historians that I spoke to you about?
I believe I already told you that the affair would be taken care of as soon as you had taken care of mine.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Bom, galera, é isso aí. Depois eu jogo mais. Infelizmente eu vou ter que sair, porque meu time do Smite vai treinar. Que eles estão me convocando. Então até a próxima aí. O Dragon, o Canis Major, vai entrar em live aí com... Não sei qual jogo que ele vai entrar. Eu acho que o Nier Automata. Beleza? Valeu aí todos.